to my channel. And yes, I am back. I know it's been about 4 days. I'm gonna try to get these videos out a little quicker. See the little munchkin in the corner over there. This video is going to be the Clean Your Credit 101, part 1, whatever you want to call it. I did take some notes, so if you see me scrambling around here, then don't be alarmed. I did take notes because I didn't really want to be all over the place. So if you're interested in seeing how I have started to clear up my husband's credit and now I'm beginning to work on mine, stay tuned. Just a disclaimer, I am not a professional. This is what I have picked up from, you know, researching online and following, you know, certain procedures that have really just helped my husband's credit. I think he was at a 525 and he's now at a 650, and he's at a point where he can qualify for a home loan, but I want to get to where he is, so I'm beginning to work on mine. What I want to say is basically what you want to do is you want to go ahead and get your credit report. If you haven't already done it this year, go ahead and get it. I have a link where you can go get it for free. It's called annualcreditreport.com, and you can go there and get it, and they report from all three: the TransUnion, the Equifax, and the Experian. They do report from all three, so you want to get that. Secondly, I think you should open a creditkarma.com, which is also free, and open you up an account, and then basically use your credit report that you have gotten from the annualcreditreport.com and the Credit Karma website, and basically compare notes. What you want to do is, you know, make sure that whatever's on your credit report, it should be listed on the creditkarma.com, because they use your social to find out all your information. You want to compare notes and compare, you know, what's on both of them and make sure they pretty much match. I think if you're already making payments on collections on your account, keep doing that. I'm not saying stop what you're doing. You keep doing that, okay? And this video is basically for people who, or accounts that you haven't touched yet, okay? Things that are still in your credit that are open and you want to get cleared off your credit, okay? Now, closed accounts, you cannot get removed. There's no way to get the closed accounts. If something charged off, closed, those are just gonna have to fall off. So we're not gonna discuss any of the closed accounts. They're just gonna have to fall off, whether they're positive or negative. They still have to fall off on their own, which is normally 7 to 10 years, okay? So for accounts that say open, if you're getting credit report letters, I mean not credit report letters, but credit letters from debtors, if you're getting nasty phone calls talking about, we're gonna take you to court if you don't pay this, bull crap, okay? I suggest you cease all calls, cease all of your little collection calls, put in a voicemail, whatever you gotta do. Don't even speak to them anymore from this point on, okay? Let them send you something in mail, you know? If you have to deal with these people in writing, because if you don't get it in writing, it's just gonna be your word and their word. So you can say, yeah, this isn't my bill, but they're gonna keep sending you letters, okay? So you're gonna deal with everything in writing, but that's gonna be in a separate video. Right now, we're just talking about the basics. What you wanna do is take notes, things that are gonna be falling off your credit within the next year or so. I wouldn't even touch them. I mean, if you plan on getting a house and a car within the next year or so, okay, maybe you might want to pay them. But if you're just like, you know, if you can hold out for a year or two on getting you a house or a car, then I suggest you just don't touch them, because if you start paying on them, they're gonna report it, meaning it's going to rejuvenate a newer date, which is a reporting date, which is a date that, you know, they, you know, check back with the credit report and say, like, for instance, I have a student loan that I'm paying. Every month they report to the credit bureau my payments. You get what I'm saying? So if there's something that you feel like, you know what, there's no point in paying this, if it's gonna fall off January of 2015, don't bother, it's gonna fall off. Don't poke the sleeping bear. Don't try to pay it to reactivate that, you know, reporting date on your credit paid off and it closes, you have to wait 7 years for that to fall off. So anything falling off within the next year or 2 or 3, let it fall off. Don't even bother it, okay? So moving on. What you want to do is make sure, this is where you're going to get all your creditors' names. There'll be a list of, on both your credit report and the Credit Karma should have the name and address of the places. If you have no clue, if you've never received a letter from any collections, but you see some things like, hey, I didn't know that was on my credit, then they'll have the address, phone number, and everything to that creditor, okay? My baby is messing with my stuff. You basically just need to compare notes. So that's the first step. This video is about that. Make sure you get your Credit Karma account open, get your credit report open, and then you're going to compare notes. Anything falling off, don't bother it. Anything that's current, okay. If you want to make payments, we can start doing that. This is where you got to start. So stop getting those harassing calls. If these are accounts that you want to dispute or pay, don't take any more calls, because we're going to deal with everything in writing and certified mail. So with that being said, I'm going to close out this video, and then I will see you guys in the next video where we're going to discuss the next step of this process. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please list them in the description bar below, the comment section. If it's questions that I'm going to answer in the next video, I probably won't answer them because it'll be another video for that. But if it's something pertaining to this video, then please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And again, I will link the annualcreditreport.com and also the creditkarma.com links down below, so you can go ahead and get that started. Okay, you guys, I gotta go. This boy's driving me nuts. Okay, deuces.